Hello everyone, I'm Danielle with Trinity Readings. We are going to do the Sagittarius Weekly Tarotscope. This will be for November 15th through the 22nd. Alright, we're going to pull some oracle cards. Whoa, Nelly. See what your overall energy for the week will be. Any messages and guidance you need to hear, and then we'll get into your tarot. Okay. So, for your overall energy for the week, you do have the door to personal healing and happiness. So, this does represent that there's an opportunity in front of you to bring in more abundance to your life, to have more emotional fulfillment. It represents, if you're dealing with difficulties in relationships in general, it does represent that you have an opening, that the energies are kind of more receptive for you this week. Now, you do have the all tied up card, which is feeling very restricted. This could a lot of times, generally be that you really don't have any options in this situation, but it could also mean that your thought process is restricting something. It could represent that you are kind of looking too much into the details of things. You also have the Caring Connections cards, which does represent you do have people who love you and want to support you in this. And then you do have the Journey card, which is about trusting in the process and kind of letting go of fear. So, first and foremost with this, you do have 2 5s here. So 5 represents the need for change. It represents that you are in the middle of a big change in your life. And so when you're stepping into any kind of change, a lot of times that means you kind of have to change your perspective. You have to change the way you're handling things. You can't, what is that saying? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So if you're wanting more expansion, if you're wanting something new, you got to kind of bring some kind of change in your day-to-day routine, or a change in how you're handling the situation. If you're in a relationship with another person, or if you're seeking a loving relationship and you feel like you're kind of lacking in that, in the romantic department, if you look at what it is that you really want from a relationship, like for example, if you're wanting to have support in a relationship, if you're wanting to just feel connected to another person, and if you can't get that within a romantic partner, sometimes that, you can go and look to where else you can find just that supportive energy. Lean on your friends more. Look towards things that are going to give you like the same type of fulfillment. Understand that you do have support around you, that you do have people that love you, and when you gravitate towards that, that kind of opens you up more within your love life as well, because you're allowing that energy to come towards you. Let's see specifically what this all tied up represents. Yeah, okay. So you have the Alice in the Sea of Tears cards, and also the Fairy Ring cards. So this does, it could be that you are kind of in a very emotional phase of your life right now. You're feeling very emotional. You're feeling very alone. You're feeling like maybe somebody specific has abandoned you. You feel like you're not getting the support that you want from maybe a specific person. But this card represents that you do have new connections available to you. You do have connections to others in your surroundings that will kind of give you that very uplifting energy. This also represents specifically like advancement in your career, or in your gifts, or in your talents. So again, maybe it's important for you to focus more on your friendship connections, on people that are going to kind of elevate you in that way. If you're feeling alone in general, this is a message that you are going to be making new connections right now. And it's just a matter of, again, just bringing some kind of change into your day-to-day routine. The Journey card is about kind of doing something different, doing something outside of the box, not trying to plan everything out, and just kind of being a little bit more spontaneous. The Three of Pentacles represents that you do, again, have a lot of support system, a strong support system around you. It's also a message to take some time to tap into your kind of higher guidance, your, angelic support, praying. Oh, wow. The Hierophant and the High Priestess represents a very, very spiritual connection. A very spiritual connection. It also represents that you might have a connection to another person, and it might be that the person that you're connecting to is more traditional in their way of thinking and how they approach relationships, while you might be on a different level with that. You might be more free with the way that you approach connections. You might be more mysterious in your connections, but it might just be that you both kind of have a completely different approach to relationships in general. And so that might be what the struggle is. You might feel that you and this person are not on the same page, but this represents a very strong spiritual connection. Give me one more on this. The Four of Wands, yeah, that's a soulmate connection. All right, let's see what this Journey card is. You have the Five of Wands. Okay, the Eight of Swords and the Seven of Wands. So if you're in a relationship with another person, there is a lot of conflict in this connection right now with the Five of Wands and the Eight of Swords. And I do feel that for the most part, it is that you both kind of maybe have different views and different perceptions on your path forward, on how you'd even handle relationships in general. But I do feel that this person does have a lot of love for you. They do want to work together with you. Give me one more on the Seven of Wands. It just could be that you guys are maybe just on a different path right now. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups. It's just a lot of imbalance. There is kind of divine timing at play here, because you do have the Temperance card and you do have the Wheel of Fortune. There is just conflict in how you and this person both deal with relationships. One of you is very grounded. One of you is very focused on your physical world, on your stability. One person, again, might be very, very traditional in the sense that they look at the connection as, wanting to be able to provide, wanting to have a solid career in place first. Like somebody might be really focused on their career right now, where the other person is very emotional in the connection, really needing that emotional intimacy, really expressive with their emotions. And it could be that you both are just on completely opposite sides of that spectrum right now. And so there's a need for that to come in balance. And so there is kind of conflict with that right now. And in some sense, I think that you both are very firm in what your idea of a relationship is right now. And very firm on what you both are needing from this connection right now. So the Temperance card and the Justice card is kind of about working on bringing those energies into balance. If you feel that you can't do that with this person right now, look at yourself and look at where you can bring more of that energetic balance within yourself, within your life. If the person you're connected to is very career minded, is very career focused, what kind of focus on are you putting into your own stability in your own physical world, and bring the balance again within yourself. Because again, your perception could be, I need for it to be this, and this way for this me to know that this relationship is going to work. And you could be very set in what you need. But this other person just has a different perception of what they need. Now, again, with this Hierophant and this High Priestess, this is a very, very spiritual connection, which means that you both can learn a lot from each other. You both can learn a lot from how you both perceive things. This is also indicating, to take a more, not necessarily spiritual approach to this, but look at this as kind of a learning experience. Look at this as a growth experience. What can you learn from this person? What do you feel that this person can learn from you? All that. Okay, so let's get some tarot. It could also be that, that could also be a very general message that somebody in this connection is in a commitment, although I'm not really picking that up. It just seems that the belief system that you both have is just, it differs, and you're both very strong in your own personal belief systems. All right, so let's see your energy coming into the week. Okay. All right. What is your energy coming into the week? You have the Seven of Wands. So you are feeling, you're feeling in the energy of wanting to kind of defend yourself, stand up for yourself. You might be feeling a little bit defensive. You also might be feeling as if this person has kind of blocked you out. Okay, babe. You do have the Two of Cups, which does indicate a soulmate connection. So that could also be the desire to really kind of fight for this relationship, and the Fool card, which is a new beginning. But this could also be on the flip side of that you really do see this is a really beautiful connection, but in the same sense, you're really worried about looking stupid. You're really wanting to kind of protect your energy so you don't kind of jump in feet first. What does the Seven of Wands represent? I do feel overall you're really wanting some sort of change in this connection. It might be that you're really kind of uncertain about the future with this person, but you're really, it seems like you're really wanting to get something accomplished within this relationship either way. You're wanting to know whether you should walk away from this, whether you should communicate to this person, whether you should be discussing your future with this person. What does the Fool card represent? The Three of Cups. Okay. Yeah, I do. I feel that you feel like you have formed a good connection with this person. But you're really unsure where you stand with this person. You're really wanting long-term commitment with this person, but there's like kind of an air of mystery, like really that the future of this relationship really hasn't been addressed. And so you're just kind of ready to get something done. You're ready to kind of know what you need to do to move forward. Because I think, underneath it all, you really are kind of wanting to have that more emotional connection, that more stability. Okay, what's coming towards you this week? Yeah, the Six of Swords. The Moon card. Okay, so the Six of Swords represents that energy of transition. It represents moving forward. It represents moving towards more peaceful emotions, but it also represents kind of a lot of silence. It's kind of like, it seems like an energy of kind of feeling defeated. Just not sure what to say. With the Moon card, there's just a lot of, there's a lot of uncertainty within your emotions. There might be a lot of fears, a lot of things that are unexpressed, a lot of emotions that are unexpressed. And then you have the Hierophant and you have the Page of Wands. So to me, this is saying that this person is kind of, keeping to their traditional behavior. They're kind of keeping to the same behavior. But I do think that, again, I do feel that this person is looking at the long term with this connection. But this person might be somebody who really, really wants to take their time. They want to see how you're going to fit into their future. So with the Page of Wands, this is somebody who, is taking a more lighthearted approach within their communication. Give me one more on the Moon. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, there's just a lot of uncertainty. What is this person showing you this week? The Chariot. They're really not showing anything. They're really in this very determined energy. This person might be very career focused also. This person honestly might travel in their job, but this person is very, very, very much in this very physical energy, this very grounded energy. They're really determined even not to even acknowledge any emotions right now. They're more focused on their work. Let's see, give me one more. The Page of Swords, the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I think they're just kind of, they're paying attention to you, but it's almost like they're giving you the appearance, or they're making you feel as if they're moving on. They're keeping their focus on their work. They're really, with the Devil energy, they're really kind of one more on the Devil. I think that this is just really being stuck to their work. The 10, yeah, they're very overwhelmed. They have a lot of they're very kind of set in their ways. They're really not wanting to acknowledge any emotions right now. Not that they don't have them, but I really think this person is kind of set in a very specific routine, in an attempt to not get too emotionally involved. Not that they're not acknowledging you, not that they're not paying attention to you, but it's almost like they feel like they're still paying attention to you. They're watching how you react. I think that they feel that they can't really give you what you need in a relationship. So I feel that they're trying to keep the lines of communication open with you. They're not really cutting off this connection completely. It's almost like, too, that they very much want you to be the one to be making the effort. They want to be you being the one kind of reaching out and begging for attention. If they feel that you're not, giving them that consistent effort, they're going to give you a little bit to kind of reel you back in, but they're very kind of set in their own routine right now. Okay, so I don't really think it's anything that you should entertain, if we're being honest. What's your guidance in this relationship right now? The King of Swords reversed. That's saying don't look at this logically. Let me see what else it says. You have the Strength card. You have the Knight of Cups. You have the Empress card. Why is the King of Swords reversed? Okay, I kind of feel like the King of Swords reversed is saying that this is it's almost like you both are on different. You both have different perceptions about this connection or about relationships in general. You both have different needs. You both even communicate differently. This person is definitely not wanting to communicate emotions, but you're definitely both seeing this from a completely different perception right now. I do feel that there's somebody in this connection that is still kind of holding on to a lot of pain and regret from a past relationship. And so that's why this person has kind of set up all these rules and these guidelines. They're really kind of set on getting something set for themselves and something, whether it be their career, something physical for themselves, like before they will even acknowledge a relationship. So when it comes to kind of giving you what you need in this, it's kind of like this person has kind of built up a wall on that. Maybe they've been taken advantage of in the past, and so their perception is kind of skewed. And I don't think it's intentional. I don't think that they necessarily have bad intentions, but their perception of is just kind of skewed, especially when it comes to you, um, to what your perception of relationships are. So the Strength card in the Knight of Cups is about really kind of taking, like, pulling yourself back, having compassion for the situation, having compassion for the person, but again, the love that you're seeking, the emotion that you're seeking, I don't feel that this person is really even in a position to give that to you right now. And I feel that the more effort you put into this, it's just going to continue to just kind of eat away at you. Again, not that this person has bad intentions, but the Empress card is about focusing on unconditional love, focusing on that unconditional love for yourself. You do have the Lovers card as your overall energy. You have the Ace of Swords. So that is about gaining a lot of clarity. That's about making a decision. It's about making a decision for what you want within a relationship, within your love life. Give me a little bit more what this overall energy is. The Magician, the Page of Cups, the Nine of Wands. This is about kind of pulling yourself back and focusing on what it is that you want in a relationship, what you want to manifest in a relationship. Understand in some aspect, any connection you have is kind of a mirror to you. So in some regard, this person is very set in their ways, in the same that you are too. But that does not mean you have to bend to their ways. It means kind of... it means kind of, how do I word this? It means to acknowledge your needs in the connection. if this person is not bending to your needs and your perception, and you're not bending to, I kind of feel like it's possible that you are kind of bending to their needs. I do feel with this person that they're very guarded, that they really can only handle like this very minimal type of relationship right now. Um, and so I do feel that it's important with the magician that you kind of stand in your power and stand firm in what it is that you want. Now, if it's okay for you to have this very minimal relationship with this person, then, then that's where it stands. But if you're wanting more from this person right now, it doesn't look like they're in a position to give it. It looks like they're seeing this from a completely different perception than you. It is important for you to communicate your perception and your needs in this. Um, there is also a need for you to really acknowledge yourself and really have some confidence in yourself. I feel a lot of you are at a really kind of high point in your own life aside from this relationship. I feel for some of you, you have a lot going on within your career. I feel like in general, you've gone through a really big change within yourself. It's really important for you to kind of acknowledge your power and start focusing on manifesting your future. Yeah, it's with this relationship, with the Eight of Swords coming up so many times, I feel that this person, like, there's not really much that can be done at this point in time, this week, the rest of this month. This person, again, seems very set in their ways. There's not really much you can do to change this person. So instead, start focusing on what you want to manifest for yourself, what you want for your future. And be very firm and standing in your power again, because I do feel that this person is kind of breadcrumbing you a little bit. They're kind of just, they're pulling themselves back. They're kind of in this place of playing games, or just, getting that emotional fulfillment when they need it. And so if they're not giving you what you need, it's important for you to acknowledge your own needs before you start giving into them. Now, I do feel that there is a big transformation going on with this person. There is a transformation going on in this relationship, but it's important for you to kind of walk away from expecting any kind of emotional attachment from this person right now and really focus on your own dreams. Because again, I feel that within your work and career, there's something really significant going on within that right now. There's something really important coming up for you right now. And that's going to require your focus anyway. And that might even be why this is kind of being restricted for you right now, because the universe is like, hey, there's something good for you. There's something good right in front of you. So I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I'm sending you much love. Bye-bye.